as you all know, just look at ESPN history the last, I'm gonna say, 6 years. Just look at it. All right, Jamel Hill, start with her. She got into it with President Trump on the internet. They went back and forth. They couldn't. They told her to stop doing it. She kept doing it, and what happened? They fired her. I'm Carrie Champion, the Me Too movement, you know, and she's saying, women need this, women need that, women need to be equal pay, which I agree with that. But at the same time, you gotta know who you gotta know, what company you work for. And the ESPN, they wasn't gonna tolerate that. And now you have Elle Duncan, who is who is the Caitlin Clark critic. Like I always say, Caitlin Clark can play. I just don't like how her fans think that she's the only draw in the league, and not that I'm saying I'm glad that she got hurt, because I'm not, but it showed her fans that the WNBA, they could survive without her. She's one of the stars, but it's other stars in the league that they could promote as well, and the WNBA need to do a better job in that. I mean, you look at when the WNBA first started. Who did the first commercial? It was Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, and Cheryl Swoops. Those was the three. Those was the three icons that did the first WNBA commercial. So it's really on their shoulders. They the pioneers, and they the whole reason why they started the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese beef. Um, they started that from when they played in the championship game, and Angel Reese did John Cena, you can't see me, and then ESPN picked that up, and they ran with it ever since. They, like I said, they spent the whole first hour of First Take. As long as I live, I will never forget this. They spent a whole hour talking about how Caitlin Clark got filed. I was like, "Are you serious?" And even if Caitlin Clark got touched, they talked about it. Stephen A was like, where her teammates was at. And, he was talking about you don't touch the golden goose and all of that. Like, come on. Yes, she can play, but like I said, other women can play as well. So I want them, like I said before, I want them to keep that same energy when Juju step in the league. Sarah Strong, when she comes in the league down the road, I want them to keep that same energy. It's not just one player. Hell, they didn't do that with Aaliyah Boston, and she was the number one pick with the fever as well, but they didn't do that because she wasn't a draw like Caitlin Clark is. Caitlin Clark didn't start bringing eyes to the WNBA. What Caitlin Clark did brought Iowa fans to the WNBA, and everybody who watched her and liked her. But come on, we're not going to sit up here and say, "Oh, one player make the league," because that's not true. And they just gotta stop doing that. And myself, I have been watching the WNBA from the Houston Comet days. I was watching the WNBA. I was a Comets fan. It's a shame that how you don't mention the Comets, the Houston Comets, along with the Houston Rockets. That's unheard. That's unheard of. That's absurd. Now, when Juju come in the league, I think she gonna outshine. She gonna outshine what Caitlin Clark did. Not only not only Juju could play, but she's a hell of a player, man. And everybody want Juju on her team. Just give her when she come back fully healthy, like next year or so, and see what she do then with the team that they had the team that they have around her. Um, the freshman they have, Jazzy Jazzy something, she's gonna be good. She's a freshman right now. Like I said, sure Strong gonna be good. So the WNBA gonna keep getting better and better. And I like that they started their own league, so they won't have to go overseas. I mean, you look at our draft class that we had this year, last year. We had Sony Centron and Kiki Irfan, and we drafted Georgia. We drafted them three. Two of our three draft picks from last year played. They played well. We was winning early on, and we was in games. We just didn't finish down the stretch good enough. But the talent is there, so it's not all about one player and things like that. It's not. Like for me, I'd rather watch the women's college basketball than the men's. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think the women play better, and not only they play better, but they stay longer in school. And I'm not knocking the guys who leave college early because they have to support their families. I'm totally with guys who have to do that. I'm not against that. But these days, if you wanna stay in school, you can because you don't have to go right into the league. You can still get money while you're in college. Just look at what's my name? The guy from LSU, the quarterback, Garrett Nussmeyer. Garrett Nussmeyer should have been left. He should have been left LSU. But why he stayed at LSU? So he could get some more money. So he could keep getting them in their ideals. That's why he stayed, and that's right now, and that's what hurting the LSU program because he stayed when he should have left. All Nussmeyer doing is just hurting his draft stock for further and further. If he would have came out um, a couple of years ago, he would have been the first round pick. But now he probably late first, early second. We gonna go to the Jets, maybe the Dolphins, because we know how Tua is injury prone. We know that, but and let me get back to Elle Duncan. Why I think she's really, why I really think that why I really think she's leaving ESPN, because one, she's like I said, the biggest Caitlin Clark critic, you know, and some things Elle Duncan say, she's right on, and plus I just think ESPN they were just getting tired of her, and they was tired of her because she always had something negative to say about Caitlin Clark, and you know how when you say something about certain people, you keep saying it over and over. Eventually, they gonna get tired. They gonna get tired of you saying that. So that's why I think Elle Duncan is going to Netflix, and I think she started writing on the wall, and the WNBA they not in season right now, so she can't criticize Caitlin Clark. Um, that's what I think it is, and nobody is really saying that. They saying she got a better opportunity on Netflix. I disagree with that. Like I said, I think ESPN obviously was getting tired of her Kayla Clark bashing, and Kayla Clark fans they was getting on Elle Duncan for bashing Kayla Clark. Well, but the only thing that Elle Duncan was telling the truth. I don't understand. When you tell the truth, people think that it's hate. And Elle Duncan, she said, Kaylin Clark could play and all that. She's she's right. Everybody says that, but she don't make the league like. Oh, I heard Black and White YouTube channel. He said when Kaylin Clark when Kaylin Clark don't play, the numbers drop. That's not true. That's not true. I watch some of the game. I watch some of the game. The they didn't drop. Sure her fans didn't watch the games, but I did. And the only thing I was worried about, and I'm gonna be real, I was worried about. I just didn't touch Kaylin because I knew if she got into it with um what's hold on Shakira Austin, I knew that was gonna be the first the first topic on first take. Oh, did you see Caitlin Clark and Shakira Austin get into it last night? And I didn't want that because that would have took away from from the two games that we played against them. Yeah, she didn't play, but it's always a storyline that's attached to her name. You can't even play hard against her without you being a topic, and because it involved her. Like I said, when Aaliyah Boston, when she came in the league, it wasn't about that with her. It wasn't about that with Candace Parker, and the list go on and on. And they wanna, and they wanna make it a race thing. Sure, that's the easiest route to go to, but I'm not gonna go there. And even though you had Sophie, I can't think of her last name, but she played in the NBA, like, and she said, "Oh, you think, you think if you do something to me, I'm not gonna do anything back. You think if you say something, I'm not gonna say anything back. Well, you inviting that, you inviting that." And she said they got the wrong one and all of that. You inviting it. Your words matter. What you say matter. So it's fair game. So next year, Sophie, respectfully, and Sophie, she could play as well. I don't want to hear it because you invited you invited the comments that you said. So when you out there next WNBA season, deal with it. And Caitlin Clark, every time you get knocked down, don't look for the ref to bail you out all the time. Stop that. And that's one thing that I don't like in sports. Not just in the WNBA, but I hate when the Chiefs do. I hate when Patrick Mahomes do. Man, you too good of a player to be doing that. And to be looking for a flag every time. Just play the games and let the refs ref. So that's what I gotta say on that, man. And that's what I think. Because if you work at ESPN and if you don't say nothing about those figures for president or anything, you gonna be fine. You don't want to be a Stephen A. Smith or Ryan Clark. Every time they say something wrong, they gotta come out and apologize. Y'all ever notice they do that? Them two do that. They always do that. And Ryan Clark, he just wanted to be the next Stephen A. Smith. He do. Because he on multiple shows just like Stephen A. is. So that's Stephen A. Jr. And Stephen A. said it himself. When it when when he leaves, he handed it over to Ryan and the rest of the crew that he brought on because, like Stephen A. always does, he tells whoever will listen to him that I'm the executive producer. We're the number one. We've been number one for 13 years. It'll be what 14 or 15 years. So yeah, so you get tired of hearing that. Like, come on, bro. Every time you don't have to say that every time, bro. The numbers speak for itself. Yeah, but if you don't say anything about those figures, you'll stay on ESPN. But soon as you start mention Caitlin Clark or Trump, you out of it. Or have a strong opinion, you out of it. So I mean, that's what I have to say on that. Let me say this. I thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Also, my three upsets for this week are the Browns, the Vikings, and the Browns, Vikings. Who else? Browns, Vikings. Um, and I think Tennessee is one of my upset picks. I have to go back and look at that. But from what I saw about what I saw in yesterday's games, the lines ain't what they want. The lines not not that good. They not. And they not that good. The reason I say they not that good because the Giants was beating them the whole game. They had to take them into overtime to beat them. The Chiefs they ain't look that good. They ain't look that good Sunday. Shoot, the Colts should have beat them. The Colts ran up and down the field on them boys, and that was Daniel Jones doing that to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs defense. I shouldn't say Patrick Mahomes, but that was Daniel Jones doing that to that Chiefs defense. And that was Jameis doing that to the Lions defense. So they gonna get bounced out. The Lions the Chiefs. They could go anywhere and they can win any game. Yeah. So anyway, congratulations to Elle Duncan. She going to Netflix, and with Netflix, you can say what you want. Um, they not going to censor you. Like ESPN, you gotta watch what you say. But like I said, I think they was gonna get rid of her anyway because when you stay long in one place, you know, it, your time is up. Um, it gets there. I mean, you know everybody around there, and you got comfortable where you was at. But eventually, I think They was gonna fire her. So she just took the Netflix deal, credit to her. Um, but with that, y'all let me know um, what y'all have to say. And I think the ones who subscribe to the channel, do I watch John Wick? Yeah, I saw the John Wick movies. They was good. I like the first one. Let me see, the first one, the second one, uh, and the first one, second one, and the fourth one. Those the John Wick move. Those the ones I like. But all in all, John Wick, far as the cast go, great cast. Yeah. So I thank the ones who subscribe, who watch this video, and also I just think Elle, she saw where ESPN was going, and she wasn't part of it. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold you guys up any longer. Y'all enjoy y'all Thanksgiving weekend. I'm gonna turn back on this game, and I'll catch you on the next one. With that, don't be something you're not. Don't let nobody put you in the box. Don't let nobody put any labels on you. And if you're married, be a married. It's okay. Let me see. In the action women, hold on. Let me answer this one question. Oh, in the other action movies, I recommend, sure, the mechanic. That's one. With Jason Statham. Um, Let me see. Shadow Force with Kerry Washington. That's a good one. Let me see. If you're in the cowboy movies, um, the Quick and the Dead and Tombstone. Those are old movies, or if you like the cyber movies, The Matrix 1 and 2. Um, I didn't really like 3. Blade 1 and Blade 2. Those pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead on and get out of here. Y'all have a good day, and with that, I'm out. Peace. Yeah, thanks.